I was thinking, sometimes I get really ageist, only in one direction. Like I don't ever feel ageist against people older than me. I'm just saying, I'm just being honest. I feel like if I'm gonna admit something that I'm not proud of about myself, I just want to give you the full boundary of like, what we're talking about. So it's new, this ageism that I've been feeling. It specifically, I think, started when I started getting on TikTok. And I wasn't actually doing anything on TikTok. I just, like so many people, when the pandemic started, I don't know, I read like an article and I was like, I'm gonna download this thing. And I had this epiphany when I started using it all the time, because I've never really used the internet the way that like other people use the internet. Because Tegan and I, our band sort of made any new thing like Facebook or MySpace or anything really, dating sites, like really like entire like cultural shifts. We've always done it through like our band. I've never actually...
When was our band on a dating site?
Well, I'm just saying, no, I'm just saying like anything we've ever done, it's been like as a band, so like...
But have you ever been on a dating site?
I've been on lots of, not like I've never put myself on a dating site. I'm just saying that like in general, anytime I've like interacted with or used social media, it's been through Tegan and Sara. And then of course, I've never used a dating site. I've been on lots of things on the internet. I only asked because you listed it. You went Facebook, MySpace, well, if you just let me get to where, if you actually just let me continue, you wouldn't be, well, the way the internet works, it's already on the internet, so I just want you to go, like, no, post it, I'll let you know how it goes. But, so, I've realized of late that when I now, like, when I saw TikTok for the first time, like when I started to interact with it, I was like, oh, this is what I think people have been doing on here when they're on like Vine, or they're on Snapchat, or they're on YouTube or whatever. Like I'm not on any of it. I just don't do any of it. I don't see anything except for like other bands or, you know, I don't know, like work things. I mean, you're very fixated on this dating thing. Like, we should pick that up later, but...
It's not hard.
Well, because a lot of what happens on TikTok and social media is very personal. It's like people talking about their dating life. It's people... Like, the way that I really have, like, experienced social media, the only point I was really trying to make is that it's always been sort of funneled through the lens of our band. And when I saw TikTok, I was like, I feel like I was finally, like, seeing the real internet and what everybody's been doing. And it was weird. And everyone has weird stuff, you know? Like, just...
Like that guinea pig video that a friend sent us today.
Yeah, like just everything. Like a lot of stuff is really, really weird, and I liked it. Okay, like I'm saying, like I finally saw like an uncurated, just this is my shitty apartment, and I'm not embarrassed of it, and I have lots of guinea pigs, or like this is how I organize my kitchen cabinets. Like I just was like, show me more. I need to know more. And you're asking yourself, where does the ageism come in? Well, the ageism is that. I feel like the app was built by young people, for young people. Like that's kind of like how I imagine it. Like it started with them, and then all the old people came on and we wrecked it. But now, as a result, karmically, the app itself is just wrecking us, culturally and socially. And so, now I feel mad at young people, and I feel, I saw this video today of David Sedaris on a talk show, and he was saying that Seth Meyers asks him, did your parents read to you when you were growing up? And he says, no, my parents put us to bed and would say 2 words, shut up. And I was like, I don't know why, but I just was like, God, I love old people, you know? They get it. They just get it. Just shut up. My dad was very similar. He would never say shut up, but he would say, be seen and not heard. Anyways, I don't know how those things all connect, except that I've admitted to myself recently that I sometimes feel upset at young people. And they deserve it a little bit, because a lot of stuff on TikTok is just them talking about how old we are, you know? Like, not Tegan and Sara, just people in our age group. Early 30s. They're making fun of our pants, they're making fun of our everything, you know? And I'm like, shut up, you know? Well, this song was written when we were young and stupid and annoying. Yeah. Sarah was 21. But I love this song. So when we revisited If It Was You, I wanted to sing this song. So I do it every night. I love it. There's just something very strange about the whole way that you won't notice. Don't worry about it. You shouldn't get distracted noticing this, but it's constructed in a very strange way. It's because I was 21, for God's sake. Just try out like 6 different metaphors. I love it. I don't even know the chords. Just if there's any weirdo guitar people in the audience, she doesn't go back to the same second verse. It's very odd. Also, I know someone was yelling something. I said this last night on stage. We have these things in our ears, like we can't hear you when you yell. And the other night, the most distressing thing happened, where a kid that was like 10 years old, apparently in a really quiet moment, yelled, "My name's Tegan too," but they were so soft-spoken I didn't hear them. And everyone in the audience went, "Oh," but I didn't hear it, and so I just like kept going, being me, and just like stomped all over the moment, and yeah. I haven't stopped talking about it or thinking about it since, but I just want everyone to know there is sort of this, even though we're here and there's barely anything happening, there's these things in our ears that just prevent us from hearing you. And hearing ourselves, and allowing us to hear ourselves. So I'm so sorry if I talk over top of anyone under the age of 12 tonight. If you're over the age of 12, you should know better. Anyway, I dedicate this to all the early 20-somethings. Revisiting this record has really brought up a lot of the memories of what it was like to be like 21, 22. It's just like a weird time. Plus, we were 21, 22 when it was like everyone was wearing low-waisted jeans. What a tough go we all had there. The muffins just always out. This is for anyone who's in their early 20s and anyone who was in their early 20s when we were in our early 20s, we had to deal with low-waisted